Hey guys, welcome. So I wanted to show you real quick what's going inside my coop, or specifically what's going on inside my nest boxes. So broody season is upon us, like seriously. And I don't know if you guys can see in here, I have broodies. So that is hens. That's the term for hens that have decided that they want to sit upon a clutch of eggs and hatch them out till they are chicks and then go on to raise them. In fact, I have found that chickens are by far my best bet as far as ensuring a future generation for my flocks. As you guys know, I have a serious addiction to incubating, but I would much prefer a broody over my incubator any day. So it tends to happen summertime where not only one, but it seems like a lot of my hens decide that they want to sit. I want to show you guys something too. If you look down here, I even have a broody peahen. So I've been looking underneath her every day because specifically I don't want her to break her brood. But I have been trying to check under all these hens every day and take their chicks from them. And that sounds kind of mean. It's not, because what I'm doing is ensuring the survival of the eggs that are currently underneath my broodies. Not always, but frequently a broody, if they start hatching out chicks and then the chicks have gone for a day or two without food or water, the hens instinctively feel the need to take the chicks off the nest and take them out and find them food and water. And I'll show you, because these nests have actually been occupied by multiple broody birds, not just one at a time. But here, I'll show you. I have, let's see, can you guys see that? I have two different hens here. They were cohabitating inside the broody box, or inside the nest boxes with my other broodies. And each of these hens currently has 2 chicks each. Those chicks were actually in these boxes, and as they're hatching, these 2 particular hens are taking the chicks out of the boxes and taking them out. So I'm feeling less stressed about taking chicks away from these guys because they seem to have a system that's working. I've never had this happen before. Normally I have 1 or 2 hens. I would take them out, put them into a transitionary coop, allow them to hatch their entire clutch, and then turn them loose into our greater yard. Even though those 2 hens that I just showed you with chicks they're in my main coop. So they are exposed to my other 40, 50, 60-ish chickens. I no longer count my flock because I've gotten to these numbers that, one, I just look out my door and I know that I've got chickens, but I figure after a certain number of chickens you don't count. So that's kind of my operational philosophy. But so anyways, this Easter egger here, she has hatched out at least 8 chicks for me so far in the last week. I did take her first 6 or so and put them into a brooder, but now that they're getting along as far as my expectations of these particular eggs to hatch, I'm no longer taking the chicks from them, and they seem to have established a system of their own. But I wanted to show you guys this, and I will check underneath the peahen, because I do not want her to break her brood. Chicks tend to take 21 days to hatch, whereas peas are more 28, 29, 30 days. I'm fingers crossed that she is able to successfully hatch and raise some peas for us. My last batch did not go well. I ended up losing all of them, sadly. It kind of broke my heart as each of them passed, but learning lots of lessons here. And that's been my whole journey of homesteading, as I went from somebody who had never raised food before to somebody who jumped in head first. I didn't create our entire homestead overnight. It's been slow additions. We try to add one big project, one new type of animal every year. So we're going on year 6. Our peas were not something we planned. They just kind of showed up and added themselves to our homestead. Sometimes that happens. But I did want to show you guys some things. Characteristically and behaviorally, you can expect some things out of broodies. I'm going to show you this girl. They are protective. Let's see if you can see. So this is, she wants to protect her eggs. Ooh, she has a little chick in here. Look at that. You guys see that? That's exciting. Oh, that was me. So, and my hens are usually pretty, specifically these Easter eggers, they'll let me pick them up and carry them around. They're usually pretty friendly birds, all of my hens, because I am the bringer of food, I'm the bringer of life. They see me as an exciting time in their day-to-day. It's unusual for them to be aggressive. This is not abnormal broody behavior. And it's also what ensures the chick's survival once they are out with the general population. So I showed you those two hens. They've got their chicks. They're in my main coop with my 50, 60 other chickens, or however many, I don't even know. But because they are protective, because they are semi-aggressive, none of the other birds want to mess with them. And so this is not a bad characteristic. You don't want to be concerned about that if your broodies are aggressive. It's a positive. So it shows they're going to be good mamas. So do expect, if you want to check underneath them, see how many eggs they're sitting on, see if they have chicks, they're going to peck at you, they're going to bite at you. It hurts a little bit. You get used to it after a while. Broody hens have nothing on broody ducks. Holy cow, I will not check under a broody duck, because if you've never been bit by a duck, it's nothing to laugh about. Ducks are serious business. But I will check underneath my broody hens, and I will check underneath my broody pea. So she also pecks at me, but it's nothing like a broody duck. Broody ducks hurt. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to show you some behavioral things, some things you can expect. I was surprised yesterday, one of my hens that does have the chicks that is roaming around had not only made it back up into the nest boxes, she had totally bogarted this hen's eggs, much to the annoyance of my Easter egger. But she had also made it, and this is what surprised me, is the two chicks she had with her made it up into this nest box. So give your birds a lot of faith. They know what they're doing. They have skills beyond your imagination. Even though they are domestic animals, they have wild instincts. They know what they're doing. So just have faith in your birds, have faith in your broodies, and trust the process. And this is probably my favorite time of year. So I know that I have an addiction to the incubator. Seriously love broody hens. So probably one of my most favorite tools here on the homestead, and make no mistake, broodies are a tool. So don't be disappointed when your birds go broody. Don't look at it as a loss of eggs, because they will stop laying once they collect their clutch. Look at it as a blessing. So use them as a tool. Hope this was something of value. If you guys could go in and watch my other videos, I have lots on chickens, incubating, homestead life, small animals. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.